Extinct animals have always fascinated scientists and adventurers. But does a species really ever disappear completely? Our planet still hides impenetrable forests, shadowy jungles, and deserts never fully explored. Who can say for certain that everything we call extinct is truly gone? Today, you're about to meet 7 creatures science considers extinct but that may still be alive. Get ready, because some of them might be far closer than you could ever imagine. The Megatherium was one of the largest mammals ever to walk the Earth. Standing nearly 20 feet long and weighing close to 9,000 pounds, it dominated South America thousands of years ago. Officially declared extinct around 10,000 years ago, its ghost still haunts popular imagination. In the Amazon, tribes tell stories of the Mapinguari, terrifying beast that roars like a monster and can knock down entire trees. Many believe this legend is an echo of the ancestral memory of the Megatherium itself. Explorers deep in the jungle have reported strange footprints and chilling sounds that science has never explained. The Amazon rainforest is vast, mysterious, and still largely unexplored. It remains one of the few places on Earth where a creature this enormous could still be hiding. Accounts from fishermen and native people keep this enigma alive to this day. Perhaps the Megatherium is truly extinct. Or perhaps it still walks the shadows of the forest, silently watching those who dare to trespass on its territory. A prehistoric giant, waiting to be rediscovered. Pterosaurs were not dinosaurs, but colossal winged reptiles. Their wings could stretch over 30 feet, making them the first vertebrates to achieve true powered flight. Though believed to have vanished 66 million years ago, they continue to fascinate us. In remote regions of Papua New Guinea, locals describe the ropen, a bat-like creature with leathery wings and a glowing tail. In Texas and Arizona, witnesses have spoken of massive flying beasts gliding silently through the night sky. Some even claim livestock has fallen victim to them. These accounts, while never scientifically proven, share strikingly consistent details. Long snouts, leathery wings, and an ominous glide eerily similar to the fossils we know. Could the legend be closer to reality than we think? Perhaps it's only folklore or simple cases of mistaken identity. But the very thought that predators from the Cretaceous might still be soaring above us is enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. The ancient fear of dragons may be rooted in something far more real. The moa was a colossal flightless bird that stood nearly 12 feet tall. With its long neck and powerful legs, it dominated the forests of New Zealand. Officially, the moa disappeared in the 14th century, hunted into extinction by early humans and stripped of its habitat. And yet, since the early 20th century, strange reports have emerged. Farmers and hikers claim to have seen enormous, wingless birds darting into the bush. Oversized tracks have also been discovered in the unexplored mountains of the South Island. New Zealand still hides regions untouched and wild. If any species had a chance to escape extinction, it would be here. The possibility alone keeps hope alive that the moa may not be entirely gone. After all, if giant birds survived until just a few centuries ago, who's to say some haven't made it into our time? The line between myth and reality is fragile, and perhaps the moa still roams the forests it once called home. In the heart of Central Africa, locals speak of a terrifying river beast. The Mokolambembe is said to be a massive reptile with a long neck and bulky body, strikingly similar to a living Diplodocus. A true dinosaur out of time. European explorers in the 20th century documented these beliefs and even claimed to have seen signs of the creature. Tribes insist it crosses rivers, creates enormous waves, and can capsize boats with ease. For them, its existence is not legend, it is fact. Scientific expeditions have gone in search of proof. Nothing conclusive has ever been found, yet eyewitness accounts continue to surface. The Congo rainforest is immense, dark, and almost impenetrably an ideal hiding place for creatures unknown. Skeptics argue they're just sightings of hippos or crocodiles. But for true believers, the African jungle may still conceal a prehistoric survivor echo from the age of dinosaurs. The mammoth, covered in thick fur with tusks curling up to 16 feet, was the undisputed king of the Ice Age. They vanished around 10,000 years ago, Yet a small population survived until just 4,000 years ago, meaning they walked the earth while the pyramids of Egypt were being built. Thanks to the Siberian permafrost, frozen mammoth remains have been found in astonishing condition. With preserved DNA, scientists today are working on projects to bring them back through genetic engineering. Humanity dreams of resurrecting the past. Local hunters in Siberia whisper of shadowy, woolly giants still wandering the tundra. Reports describe massive silhouettes trudging through the snow, never captured by science but never forgotten by those who claim to have seen them. Perhaps the mammoths are destined to return through science or by sheer survival in places untouched by man. One thing is certain: they continue to live, not only in ice and bone, but in the imagination of humankind. The Megalania was the largest land lizard ever known, stretching over 20 feet long. Related to the Komodo dragon, it was a top predator of ancient Australia. Declared extinct some 50,000 years ago, its legend still echoes through time. Aboriginal stories speak of serpents with legs that could swallow animals whole. Modern reports tell of colossal reptiles vanishing into the wilderness, while massive footprints discovered in the outback fuel speculation of its survival. In the 1970s, hunters in Queensland reported a monstrous lizard sighting. Though never confirmed, the tales continue to intrigue cryptozoologists. The remote Australian bushland may be wild enough to conceal such a predator. After all, if crocodiles and Komodo dragons still thrive today, why not a hidden Megalania? The outback is vast, harsh, and perfect for harboring terrifying secrets. In East Africa, especially in Kenya and Uganda, whispers persist of the Nandi bear. A hybrid beast described as part bear, part hyena, part leopard. Muscular, nocturnal, and feared by tribes for generations. Settlers and travelers in the early 20th century wrote of livestock mauled to death, accompanied by guttural roars that echoed in the night. The strangest detail? Africa has no native bears. Yet the stories have never stopped. Scientists offer alternative theories: perhaps an oversized hyena, a mutant feline, or even a relic species long thought lost. But for locals, the Nandi bear is no myth. It is a hunter of the night. The Nandi bear remains one of cryptozoology's greatest enigmas. Maybe it's legend, maybe it's real. Until proven otherwise, it will continue to haunt the nights of Africa. Our planet Earth is a living mystery. We believe we know its limits. We chart its mountains, name its rivers, and map its oceans. But in truth, what we understand is only a fraction. Over 80 of the oceans remain unexplored. Entire jungles are untouched. Deserts conceal secrets buried beneath the sands of time. And in these hidden places, the impossible may be waiting. When we speak of extinct animals, we assume the story is finished. But is it really? Who can say with absolute certainty that a species is gone forever? To prove it, we would need to search every jungle, every cave, every remote corner of the earth, and that is simply impossible. Nature always finds ways to surprise us. History has already shown us that extinct doesn't always mean gone. Take the coelacanth, a prehistoric fish thought extinct for 65 million years until it was discovered alive in 1938. A reminder that extinction can sometimes be just an assumption until reality proves otherwise. Think about the stories passed down through generations: strange footprints, eerie cries, enormous shadows moving through the dark. Many dismiss them as campfire tales or delusions. But what if they are more than that? What if they are fragments of real encounters with survivors that defy time itself? The Amazon jungle may still hide the muffled roar of a living megatherium. The night sky might still carry the silent silhouette of a pterosaur. Africa's swamps could conceal the heavy stride of a diplodocus. Siberia's tundra might still echo with the footsteps of a woolly mammoth. Absurd? Perhaps. But it is the improbable that fuels our curiosity. It is mystery that drives expeditions, that keeps folklore alive, that reminds us the Earth still holds cards close to its chest. And there is something deeper: our symbolic bond with these creatures. To speak of extinct animals is to speak of archetypes. The mammoth embodies strength and resilience. The pterosaur, freedom of the skies. The moa, the untouched power of the land. The mokolambembe, the bridge between past and present. Each of them awakens awe, respect, and fear within us. Perhaps we'll never find hard proof. Perhaps science will keep calling them fantasies. But what if, somewhere in a forgotten corner, one of these giants is still breathing? What if, in the silence of a jungle or the darkness of a cave, ancient eyes are still watching us? These questions may never have answers, and that is precisely why they are so powerful. Mystery keeps our fascination with the unknown alive. Because deep down, what draws us in is not just discovering if they exist, but imagining that the world is still bigger, stranger, and more mysterious than we think. So I ask you, are we truly alone in the present, or do we share the earth with living ghosts of the past? Do you believe these creatures might still exist, or are they simply echoes of a forgotten age? One thing is certain: as long as there are unexplored forests, deep rivers, and deserts without footprints, there will always be room for the impossible to hide. The earth is far greater than we can comprehend, and as long as there are mysteries, there will always be hope. Perhaps the end has not come for all of them. Perhaps some secrets of prehistory still walk, fly, or swim among us. And now, I ask you, would you have the courage to venture into these places and find out for yourself?